Astro Bot has proven to be a hit amongst gamers, and it's not only because of its tight platforming gameplay, but also the many references to other games and characters. To put things into perspective, the game has a total of 300 bots that you can rescue, and 173 of them are references, which is more than half. So, today I'll be going through every bot reference in Astro Bot. To keep things simple, I'm going to go by series instead of trying to bounce between characters because it's just easier to bundle them up in series. So, starting with Ace Combat, we have the Aerial Ace. First seen in the game Air Combat. Next we have Alundra, named Dreamwalker in this game from the series Alundra. Jumping to Ape Escape, we have Spike and Spectre, known as Monkey Stalker and Albino Antagonist respectively. Then we have 9 different apes, all from Ape Escape. We have the Nervous Ape, Goofy Ape, Natural Ape, Self-Aware Ape, Shy Ape, Cheeky Ape, Crazy Ape, Skywalking Ape, Aerial Ape, and Greedy Ape. Next, we have our titular character Ark from the series Ark the Lad, known as Guardian of Mankind. It's our sole representative of that game. Jumping to Beyond Two Souls, we have Judy Holmes, known as the Gifted Soul in this game. Next, we have 2 Bloodborne representatives, the Good Hunter and Lady Maria, known as the Yarnum Tourist and Nightmare Guardian, respectively. I don't know if y'all know this one, but from the series Boku no Natsuyasumi, we have Boku, who's known as the Young Holiday Maker. Next, we have a representative from a quiz game called Buzz. His name is Buzz, and they're known as the Quizmaster. We've got 2 representatives of Castlevania in Alucard and Richter Belmont, known as Dandy Dampier and Vampire Killer, respectively. Next, we have the character of Ash from the series Concrete Genie. They're known as the Magical Graffitist. Next, we just have a snowboarder from the series Cool Borders, known as Board Member. The only time I played Cool Borders was in like a jam-packed demo disc or something like that, back when I had a PS1. Next up, we have Crash Bandicoot from the series of the same name. He's known as the Spinning Marsupial. Glad they have Crash in here. Surprised they don't have more Crash Bandicoot characters. From Dark Cloud, we have Maximilian, known as the Reliable Narrator. I've always been told that Dark Cloud was the PS2 version of The Legend of Zelda. I have a copy, I just haven't played it. Next up, we have a controversial one in the form of Days Gone character Deacon St. John, known as the Brave Biker. I heard that the creator, or one of the creators, mentioned this one and wasn't particularly happy about its inclusion. Next up, from Death Stranding, we have Sam Bridges, known as the Patriotic Porter. 2 characters represent demon souls. We have the Slayer of Demons and the Maiden in Black, known as the Archstone Explorer and Nexus Dweller, respectively. Our lone representative of Detroit Become Human is Connor, known as the Deviant Hunter. Next, from Devil Dice, we have Little Devil, whose name is Dice Tumbler. If you had to pick one character from the Devil May Cry series, it has to be Dante, and he's known as the Son of Sparta. 2 characters from the Dokodemo Isyo series, we have Toro Inoue, which is, from my understanding, one of the original mascots for PlayStation in Japan, and Kuro. They are known as the Aspirational Cat and Streetwise Cat. From the game Dreams, we have the Imp, known as the Creative Cursor. Look, even Fall Guys has a representative. We got one Fall Guy known as the Clumsy Bean. From the game Farpoint, we have Grant Moon, known as the Wormhole Survivor. For the game Flower, we have a flower, known as Restorative Flora. For Ghost of Tsushima, we have Jin Sakai, known as the Vengeful Spirit. From Ghosts and Goblins, we have Arthur, known as the Fragile Knight. I love all the stages that involve like the floating platforms and the ghosts. There's something very satisfying about throwing the light at people. Next up, we got a hefty series. We got God of War. Representing God of War is Kratos, known as Dad of Boy. Atreus, Boy. Mimir, Smartest Man Alive. Freya, the Valkyrie Queen. Brock, Dwarven Blacksmith. Sindri, Dwarven Artisan. Angrboda, the Ironwood Jotun. Thor, the Thunder God. Thrud, Thunder Goddess. And that's all. Gran Turismo, we bring in Racer, known as Pro Driver. Next up, we have one of my favorite series, and if you haven't played it already, please do. It's one of the best games from Japan Studios, Gravity Rush. We have Kate and Raven, known as the Gravity Shifter and Defender of Hexville, respectively. Oh, I'm so happy they're in the game. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Japan Studio isn't completely gone. They're just broken off into different teams. But I need another Gravity Rush in my life. From Guilty Gear, we have Soul Bad Guy, known as the Gear Stalker. Another thick series, we have Horizon, coming in with 6 characters. Aloy, the Machine Hunter, Rost, the Paternal Outcast, Erend, Loyal Oseram, Silence, Cherished Wanderer, Watcher, Security Scouter, and Grazer, Grass Guzzler. From the Hot Shots Golf / Everybody's Golf series, we have a golfer known as Pro Golfer. From the game Humanity, we have a Shiba Inu, known as Shiba Influencer. From that old PS1 game IQ Intelligent Cube, we have a level known as Puzzle Cube. Depending on where you're from, you probably have heard this pronounced different ways, but from Ico, or Eco, we have Ico, or Eco, and Yorda, the Horn Protector and Elfin Prisoner respectively. From the game Incredible Crisis, we have Tanamatsuri Taneo, the Unlucky Salaryman. We have 3 representatives from Infamous. We have Delson Rowe, Abigail Walker, and Cole McGrath. These 3 are known as the Roguish Conduit, Neon Avatar, and Electric Vigilante, respectively. From the Jak and Daxter series, we have Jak and Daxter, known as the Eco Warrior. From Journey, we have a robed traveler known as the Desert Wanderer. Next, from the game Jumpin' Flash, we have Robit, known as the Leapin' Lappin'. From the Katamari Damacy series, we have the Prince, who is known as the Royal Roller. Next, we have Kenna, who's known as the Spirit Guide, from the game Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Alright, next up, we have 3 from Killzone, and they're all Hellgas soldiers. They are the Militant Mutant, Independent Mutant, and Confused Mutant. From Klonoa, we have the titular character Klonoa, the Dream Traveler. Alright, from Knack, we have Knack, the Living Relic. Knack 2, baby. We have 2 from the Legacy of Kain series. We have Raziel and Kain, the Resurrected Wraith, and the Vamchamp, respectively. From Little Big Planet, we have Sackboy, known as the Knitted Kid. Oh, Sackboy, I feel like Astro's taken over. Sackboy. I feel like every generation has a different mascot. Like, PS3 was definitely Sackboy, and now I feel like it's Astro. Similar to how Toro Inoue was the PS1's mascot back in Japan. From the old PSP game Loco Roco, we have 6 representatives. We have the energetic blob Kulche, the speedy blob Chavez, the exuberant blob Pecorone, the stylish blob Priffy, the voracious blob Tupley, the unpredictable blob Budsy. From the game Mad Maestro, we have Tact, the classical conductor. From Medieval, we have Sir Daniel Fortesque, the eternal knight. Next, we have 5 from the Metal Gear series. The Watermelon Buster Raiden, the legendary soldier Big Boss, the legendary mercenary Solid Snake, the mystery ninja Gray Fox, and the psychic menace Psycho Mantis. I can't believe we have Mr. Mosquito here. As the sole representative for his game, Mr. Mosquito, he is known as the Robotic Sucker. From MLB The Show, we have a baseball player known as the Home Run Hero. The sole representative of the Monster Hunter series is a Palico, known as the Cat-like Companion. From the game Moss, we have Quill, the Intrepid Rodent. From Motor Toon Grand Prix, which I was surprised to see a representative from, we have Captain Rock, the Malleable Motorist. Motor Toon Grand Prix! Oh, I had that for the PS1. I freaking loved it. Because I didn't have... I think my parents sold my Super Nintendo. I didn't have like a Mario Kart type game, so Motor Toon was definitely my Mario Kart for the PlayStation 1 era. Next, from the Neo series, we have William Adams, the Western Warrior. Octodad from Octodad is here as the Secret Octopus. Next, from the Oddworld series, we have 3 representatives. We have Abe and 2 Mudokons. We have the Mudokon Liberator, the Mudokon Minion, and the Mudokon Follower. Next, from Okami, we have Amaterasu and Isun, the Celestial Painter. From the Onimusha series, we have Samanosuke Akechi, the Demon Swordsman. From the game Ore no Ryori, the Prodigious Chef. From the Parappa the Rapper series, we have 3. We have Parappa the Rapper, Chop Chop Master Onion, and Lammy from the game Jammer Lammy, which I had first. I didn't have Parappa the Rapper, I had Jammer Lammy because my aunt bought it for me first. Thought I would love it because she had a guitar. God, I love Chop Chop Master Onion's songs, man. They're so catchy. Also, I remember the one song that was stuck in my head. It was like, Mama, 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 Mama. That's from Jammer Lammy, by the way. That's not Parappa the Rapper. From the Patapon series, we have the Flag Bearer, Warrior, and Archer, known as the Tribal Flag Bearer, the Tribal Warrior, and Tribal Archer. Even the Persona series gets representatives in the form of Joker, known as the Phantom Thief from Persona 5, Teddy, the Adorable Shadow from Persona 4, and Aegis, the Protective Android from Persona 3. Next, we have Polygon Man, the Forgotten Mascot. It says here the series is PlayStation, but don't know if that's the actual series. From Pro Evolution Soccer, we have a soccer player known as the Star Striker. From the game Puppeteer, we have Kotaro, the Pure-Hearted Puppet. From Ratchet & Clank, we have two representatives in the form of Ratchet and Rivet, the Tooled-Up Mechanic and Multiversal Rebel. Next up, we have four representatives from Resident Evil, Leon S. Kennedy, the Rookie Cop, Claire Redfield, the Motorcycle Enthusiast, Chris Redfield, the Alpha Male, and Jill Valentine, the Alpha Female. From the game Resogun, we have Ferox, the Defender Ship. From Returnal, we have Celine Vassos, the Stranded Scout. From the game Rez, we have Hacker, the Rhythmic Hacker. From Ridge Racer, we have Reiko Nagase, the Racing Model. From the game Rogue Galaxy, we have Jaster Rogue, the Galactic Pirate. Next, we have three representatives from Shadow of the Colossus. We have Wander, the Wandering Trespasser, Mono, the Slumbering Girl, and Agro, the Trusty Steed. From Silent Hill, we have the iconic Pyramid Head, known as the Impractical Butcher. Even SingStar gets representatives, with two singers, the Spirited Crooner and the Amateur Vocalist. From the game Siren, we have Shibito, the Creepy Sightjacker. From Sly Cooper, we have Sly Cooper, the Ring-Tailed Thief. From Space Channel 5, we have the Groovy Reporter Ulala. Spyro the Dragon is in the game as Spyro the Fiery Artisan. And I love the description. It was like the last time it was seen was in the Skylands, referencing Skylanders. From Stray, we have the Stray Kitty, the Curious Kitty. If you're gonna have two representatives of Street Fighter, you gotta have Ryu and Ken Masters, the Disciplined Warrior and the Assured Rival. From Suikoden, we have Tyr McDowell, the First Star. From the game Tearaway, one of my favorite PS Vita games, we have Iota, the Papercraft Postie. I wish it had Atoy, because that was who I picked. I'm that meme that's been going around where it's like, I'm a dude, but I always pick the girl characters because you're playing a game, right? It's just like, sometimes you want to be completely different from who you are. That's my point of view. But don't get me wrong, I'll play Halo or Gears of War anytime. Shotgun battle me in Gears of War. Next up, we have Kazuya Mashima from Tekken, the Cold-Blooded Oppressor. Next up, we have two from The Last Guardian. We have the boy and Trico, the Beast Tamer and Barrel Muncher. From The Last of Us, we have three. We have Joel Miller, Ellie Williams, and a Clicker. They are known as the Dependable Smuggler, Immune Survivor, and Fungus Head. From The Legend of Dragoon, we have Dart, the Dragon Knight. From Tokyo Jungle, we have a Pomeranian, the Urban Survivor. If you haven't seen Tokyo Jungle, you play as like a bunch of animals. That's all I remember from that game. From the Tomb Raider series, we have Lara Croft, the Aristocratic Archaeologist. From the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, we have Tony Hawk, the Pro Skater. Next up, we have a bulky one in the form of Uncharted. We have 7 different characters. We have Nathan Drake, Sam Drake, Victor Sullivan, Elena Fisher, Nadine Ross, Chloe Frazier, and Sir Francis Drake. They are known as the Raider Dude, Prodigal Brother, Mustachioed Mentor, Tenacious Reporter, No Nonsense Merc, Looting Virtuoso, and False Ancestor, respectively. From the game Vib Ribbon, we have Vibri, the Ribbon Rider. From Wild Arms, we have Rudy Rough Knight, the Dream Chaser. We got 5 Wipeout racers. We have the Phasar Racer, the AG Systems Racer, the Kyrex Racer, the Aracom Racer, and the Piranha Racer, known as the Future Racer, Anti-Grav Ace, Speed Freak, Nova Stormer, and Prototype Pilot. From Yakuza, we have Kazuma Kiryu, the Tattoo Dragon. And last but not least, these last two are not from video games, but just from their Sony products. We have the old Aibo and the new Aibo, known as Pup Pal and Pup Pal Plus. And that was all of the special bots that reference other game series in Astro Bot. Let us know if you played the game and what you think of it. As for me, I think this is the most fun 3D platformer I've played in a while. I loved Super Mario Odyssey, and I don't think anything's ever reached that level for me until now. Especially with all of the different tricks you can do in the game and all the different like powers you have. It's really cool. So if you haven't played the game already, find a way to play it. I don't care how, just try it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. This has been the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.